Oh. Yesterday we are discussing about file tab, right? Okay. Next one is home tab. Okay. Home ribbon, we need to discuss it now. And one more before starting of this class, did you guys add it in the Google Classroom or not? Huh? Okay. Who are not added, please check with the team. Rajesh, okay, he will add you guys into the Google Classroom once you clear the payment. Okay. So I need to check it. Is it is a new batch or what? May. I think it is not added, right? Where it is there? It is not added in the Google Classroom. So I will check with Rajesh once, and you also need to add it in the Google Classroom. Understand? If you are not added, whatever documents or whatever things we shared it, those you didn't receive it. Okay. Check with Rajesh. So today what we need to discuss it. And one more important point is, see, everyone, whenever they are installing the latest version of the Power BI, okay, whenever they are going to use the latest version of the Power BI, the visualization, whatever visualizations are there, that visualization, it will comes in the right side, not in here. But Vijay, for you, it is showing here the visualization. How it is possible? Then, so you, after installing the latest version, go to the file under options and settings, under options. Okay. There is an option called preview features. Okay. What is that? Preview features. In preview features, see, on object interaction is there, right? So you have to check this particular one. On object interaction is there, right? Okay. So under preview features, you will have on object interaction will be there. So you have to check this one. Then only the latest version and latest things will comes here itself. Okay. How you need to go? Go to the file under options and settings, under options. Yes. Under options, you will have preview features is there. Select that one, and object interaction is there or not. You have to check this particular one and click on OK. After clicking on OK, you have to restart this Power BI. Restart means just close this Power BI file and open it again. That's it. Then you will see see the latest one. Understand clearly or not? Is it clear or not? Okay. So everyone is facing this is the problem. That's the reason I explained. Understand clearly or not? Next one is home ribbon. In this home ribbon, you will have cut, copy, paste. What is that? Cut, copy, paste. So suppose, for example, so you know, right, what is the shortcut for cut, copy, and paste? You know, right? All the things. So these options, like what is the shortcut for all these things? Copy, paste, and cut. For cut, what is the shortcut? See how you are using these options in other applications like Word, MS Office, like so many things you are using, right? How you are using them, the same here also we can use it. The same shortcuts here also it is applicable. But there in other application, it will works on the data level, right? You need to cut the data, copy the data, paste the data, like that you are doing. But here, these options we can apply it on visual level. What is that? Visual level, not the data level. Understand or not? See how we can for cut the, if you want to cut the data, what is the shortcut? Control plus X. Okay. So if you want to cut the visual, okay, select the visual, control plus X. See that visual is cut. So in whichever page you want to paste it, or else in the same page itself you want to paste it. Okay. So suppose, for example, I want to apply this one and in this page. If you want to cut it, means you are pasting some other page, or in the same page also you can do it. Okay. For paste, what is the shortcut? Control plus V. Okay. See. In one of the page, the visual is cut that particular one and paste it in another page itself. For copy, what is the shortcut? Control plus C. That means you need to select the visual. Which visual you need to copy it? You need to select the visual, control plus C, and after that control plus V for paste, right? See here. Same visual, if you copy and paste it, means that's a copy of the visual will be created. Either you can create in the same page itself, or in the different page also you can apply it. Understand or not? Is it clear or not? These are the three different shortcuts. These options are applied for visual level, not the data level here. In Power BI, we can apply these options on the visual level. Understand or not? Okay. Next one is, suppose, next one is, what is the next option? Format. What is format option will do? This is a format. What is format? The same option it is available in the Excel also, it is there or not? What is format painter? That is format painter. What is format painter will do? That means if you design one visual, if you create a proper visual in one of the page itself, that means color and border, like that, there are different design part of that particular visual you applied. Understand? You are created one visual in one of the page properly, like color, size, font, and everything you are giving proper color to that particular visual. That we can call it as design part. Okay. You are applying some design part of that particular visual. Similar visuals are also there in other pages. Okay. Similar type of visuals are also there in other pages, or in the same page also it is there. If I want to create the same design part to another visual, then it will take some time, right? So that means if I complete all the pages for all the visuals, means it will take so much of time to take it, right? Instead of doing that, Instead of doing that, what you have to do is, see, that means, suppose for example, I design this particular visual. See how I design this one. So there is a format is there. Format is for designing the part of this visual. Okay. Whenever we are discussing about the visualization, you will understand more on this one. Click on more options. Suppose, for example, let's see how I am designing this one. Yeah. You see, suppose for example, I'm designing this one like this one, like see here, I'm applying some design part of this particular visual and like this. See here, I designed this particular visual. That means in this visual, some design part. See here, title name I'm showing like this, and understand. So some design changes I'm applying to this particular visual. Okay. Not only this one, suppose for example, you will have like this. So I designed this particular visual. Similar type of visual in whichever page is there. There also I need to apply it. Suppose this is also bars related only, right? So say the same option, the same whatever design part options we applied in that particular page. If I'm applying here, how much time it has to be taken? It will take some time, right? Instead of doing that, you have to use Format Painter. Before applying Format Painter, first one visual you need to design it. And the same design part, if you want to apply it for other visual, means after applying the design part of this visual, select this visual and click on Format Painter and go to that particular page and click on apply this one. See, is it clear or not? Is it clear or not? That means if you want to apply, so instead of designing each and every visual, it takes a lot of time. You have to use the best option is Format Painter. Very, very useful in real-time scenarios. Understand or not? Suppose you need to design one particular visual, how you required it, what colors and what title and what font, what sizes, everything you need to design one particular visual. Okay. And The same design part, if you want to apply it on other visuals in different pages itself, you just need to select that particular visual and click on Format Painter and which pages you want to apply it, and just click on that one. Then automatically the same design part is applied to that particular visual itself. Understand or not? How you can do? First, which visual is designed, select that one and click on Format Painter. And either in the same page itself, if the visual is there, you can apply it, or in different pages, if it is there, go to that particular page and click on that particular visual. Then automatically design part is applied. And one more important point is this Format Painter will work only for similar visuals. Understand? Bars related visuals only it is applied. Suppose I want to apply this design part of this particular visual. Is it applied? Is this both are different visuals, right? See here. That means suppose if I'm take this one Format Painter, trying to apply this one. Is anything happens there? Is the design part is applied? That means Format Painter will work for similar visuals. Similar visuals means if you take the design part of this bars means bars related. So bars, whatever bars are there for those, it will be applied. If you have the different column, different visuals means for those visuals, it is not applied. Understand clearly or not? For similar visuals only Format Painter will work. So I designed this one, same design, but I am trying to apply it here. Is it applied? No. Is that the headers? Is there anything changes? Colors, it is anything changes? No. Only Format Painter will work for only specified visuals, few, and that means similar visual. Understand clearly or not? This is about understand clearly cut, copy, paste, and Format Painter. Is it clear or not? Next one is get data. What is get data option will do? What is get data? Get data means if you want to connect with a different data sources, all the data sources are available under get data only. Very important point. Okay. What is get data? Under the get data, what are all the data sources are available here, or you can see all the data sources here itself, and you can connect to that particular data source and get the data and load the data into Power BI. If you want to connect with any of the data source means you need to go to the get data option. Under the get data, if you click on more, you will have n number of data sources available here. See here, Excel, text, JSON folder, and PDF, SharePoint folder, SQL server. There are different things are there. See here, if it is if you select all the data sources, if you select file related data sources only, you can see it. That means Excel, CSV, JSON file, and folder, and PDF file like that. If you select database, what are all the database related data sources is available in Power BI, you can see it. SQL Server, Oracle database, IBM DB2, MySQL database, Sybase, Teradata, SAP HANA. See here, there are so many things are there. And you come down, you will see so many things. These are all the databases only. Okay. If it is a Microsoft Fabric, there are different data sources. That means whenever you select a different categories of tab, for each category, the different data sources is available. No, I want to see all the data sources once at a time. You have to click on all. Or else, if you click on in the search bar, which data source you want to connect it, you have to type the name. Suppose, for example, I need to connect with SQL Server. SQL, you have to type it there in the particular text box. Whenever you type it, then automatically those related it will come set. Whichever you want, you can select it here. Suppose, for example, I want to connect with Excel. Understand or not? See here, you can type in the particular text box, in the search box, you can type whatever it is required. Okay, just automatically you can connect it. Understand clearly or not? If you want to load any of the data from any of the data sources, means must and should you need to go to the get data option. Under the get data, see only few visuals it is showing. When you click on more, n number of data sources is available. Understand clearly or not? Okay. So whenever you click on this one, this window, it will come set, and whichever data source you want to connect it, you can just need to select. In the search bar, you can type it here. Suppose I want to connect with Excel. Okay. Then Excel related. Suppose you want to connect with SQL Server. SQL Server related type, you can type it and connect to that SQL Server. Okay. Select this one and click on connected. When you connect it, whatever Excel, it is connected to your local Excel. Understand? It is not connected with any of the online Excel. It is connected with your local Excel. Okay. That means suppose I want to connect to this one. Select this particular Excel and click on open. See here, in this, there are different is there. Okay. Whenever you select any particular data, so see, this option is not same for all the data source. Different data source having different behavior it is. For Excel, it is asking an Excel for path of that particular Excel. Once you select a particular Excel, then you will, this window, it will open it. Understand? Understand clearly or not? Once it is open, so if suppose I'm selected this particular one, so that means under this Excel, there are different sheets are there, right? There are different sheets are there or not? So which sheet data you want to connect it? You can select that particular one. Suppose I'm selecting this particular sheet, then this sheet will be created one data set in Power BI desktop. How many you are selected here? Those many are created. Those many data sets are created in Power BI. Suppose I am selecting this sheet. Under this sheet, what data is there? That whenever you click on load, that particular data will be loaded. Vijay, can't we select more than one sheet once at a time? Is it possible? Yes, it is possible. How you can see under this particular Excel, whatever sheets you want it, whatever sheets data set you want it, you can select those particular data sets. Suppose I want these to complete these two. Okay, select those two and click on load. Whenever you click on load, how many sheets you selected here? Two data sets are created in Power BI. Understand or not? Okay, each sheet is one data set. Understand? If two data sets two sheets I'm selecting means two data sets are created. Understand clear? Not only this one. Suppose, for example, I connected with SQL Server. I connected with SQL Server. See, for SQL Server having a different behavior. When I connected with Excel, what it is asking, where the path of that Excel. You are selected the path of the Excel and you are connected to that one. But whenever I'm connected with a SQL Server, what will happen? It is asking the details of that SQL Server, server name, database name, and everything. Okay. After giving a proper proper credentials, then see here. Server name. So database name is optional and click on connect. I will tell you, don't worry. Okay. See, this is just I need to show how it will be there. That's it. See, again, see here, when you expand this one, see under this particular SQL Server database, these many tables are there. Understand clearly? See here. So once for any data source, first it will ask the credentials for that particular data source. After giving the credentials, this navigator window is common for each and every data source. For Excel also, it is connected to the navigator window only, right? So here itself, whichever tables you want it, you can select that particular tables. Okay. And see here, the same 3 options are available. Understand clearly or not? Let's see what are all these options. Suppose, for example, I connected with Excel. When you connect with Excel, select that particular. See, you can select n number of data sets here. How many data sets you are selected? Those many data sets are created in Power BI. Understand? After selecting a data set, here itself in the table format, it will show the data. Understand? So what columns are there? How the data will be there? It will shows clearly in the table format in the right side. And below that, you will have 3 options will be there. What are those 3 options? Load, transform data, and cancel. What are these options, Vijay? I didn't understand. Okay. Load means, what is load option will do? Load means, that means whatever data set is loaded, whatever data set you are selected, that data set data will be loaded into Power BI model. What is that? Power BI model. Understand? So that means, so when I click on transform data, when we need to click on transform data, at what time we need to click on transform data, at what time we need to click on load. What is the difference between load and transform data? That means, suppose for example, you are loading one particular data set into Power BI. After loading that, you need to do some modifications. Suppose for example, there are 10 columns are there. I required for creating a report, I required only 5 columns. Remaining 5 columns, it's wastage of memory, right? You need to apply remaining columns. What you have to do? Remove it, right? Okay. You have to remove the remaining columns. Remaining columns, where you can do it? You can do, if there is an, after getting a data into Power BI, if you want to do any modification, if you want to do any modification on the data level, that means what data is getting on the data, if you want to modify it means removing columns, replacing values. There are so many options, I will tell you. If you want to modify on the data level, then we have to use an option called transform data. I don't want to do any modifications. Whatever the data it is getting, the same data I need to get it into Power BI. Then we have to use an option called load. If modification is not required on the data level, then we have to use an option called load. If modification is required, then we have to use an option called transform data. Understand or not? Because in the load, you didn't have, you in the load option, you cannot modify any data here. Understand clearly or not? You cannot modify any data here itself. Understand clearly or not? So you can, if you want to do any modifications, means in the transform data only you can modify it. That is a different tab. So there itself you can modify it. In load, those options are not available in the load. Understand clearly or not? So if there is no modifications on the data level, directly you can click on load. Whenever you click on load, that data will be directly into the Power BI model, and it will save the memory. Understand clearly or not? Okay. So see here, suppose I'm clicking on load. Then what will happen? That data will be loaded into Power BI model. Understand clearly or not? Is it clear or not? So when you connect with any of the Excel, see here, you are selecting one of the particular data source, right? So you are connecting with Excel. Once you connect with Excel, okay, you will have an option. See here, what you need to do? See here, and here, see, suppose, for example, I want to load this particular data set. Select this one, and you will have an option called transform data or load or cancel. Okay. So if you, so previously you click on load, that it will be loaded directly into the model. If you click on transform data, what will happen? When you click on transform data, new window will open. That window we can call it as Power Query Editor or transform data window. In this window itself, you can modify the data. Understand or not? Is it clear or not? If you want to modify the data in the transform data itself, you can modify it. Understand clearly or not? Okay. So here, see here, that particular data will be loaded. Understand? So that is a different tab will open. I will tell you what is transform data and everything. Understand? Not only that particular Excel related data source, it is having three options. For any of the data source, if you connect it, after giving a credential, that navigator window is common for each and every data source. If you connect with a SQL server, what is there? First, it will give the server name, and after giving a credential, again the navigator window is open. In the navigator window, you have to select a particular data set. After selecting that, you have to choose which option you need to click on that one. Load, transform data, and cancel. So I select this one, and suppose, for example, you understand, right? What is load and what is transform data. If I cancel this one, what will happen? When I click on this option, what it will happens? Then it will close this navigator window. See here, click on this. Understand or not? Is it clear or not? Is it clear or not? Okay. This is how we can connect with the data source. Okay. So whatever the data source is available, all the data source we are not explaining here. Like 5 data sources we are explaining in this complete course itself, like Excel, SQL Server, and folder, and there are different also there, PDF, JSON. There are so many data sources are there. With those data sources, we can connect it and I will show you. Understand clearly or not? So you know how to connect with Excel. Next one is SQL Server. Before connecting with SQL Server, 10 classes will explain you on SQL Server. What is SQL Server? What is it will do? And everything that we can explain to you. Suppose see, in each and every organization, most of the times they are using SQL Server is the data source for Power BI. Out of 100%, 85%, 85 to 90%, they are using SQL Server is the one. So must and should you have to learn SQL Server. Don't worry, I will teach 10 classes. So how to prepare the data and how to connect the data into the Power BI. Okay. So for SQL Server, what is SQL Server? First of all, okay. Before connecting that, first of all, we need to clearly explain what is SQL Server and everything. So what is SQL Server? It is SQL Server is nothing but a storing the data. Okay. It is a database. Database means storing the data. Okay. It will store the data. Okay. So for storing the data, there are different databases are there. SQL Server, Oracle, MySQL. There are a number of data sources, databases are available. So all these databases will follow RDBMS. What is that? RDBMS means Relational Database Management System. RDBMS follows. That's the reason if you learn any one database, you can understand all other database also, because all are following the same structure of that particular one. That structure we can call it as RDBMS. Suppose, for example, if you want to create any particular object, okay, what command is used in SQL Server? Create command. In Oracle also we are using create command only. Okay, if you want to insert a record in SQL Server, insert in a particular object itself, we can insert the records. Okay, if you want to insert it means what command? Insert command. If you using insert command in SQL Server, the same insert command in other also. But what is the difference between this particular database and other databases? Difference is environment is different. Okay, because SQL Server is created by Microsoft organization. Oracle is created by Oracle organization. That means different organization having their different way, right? So that's the reason their different environment they are putting into that one. That's it. And few one or two options will be different. That's it. Remaining all are same, because each and every database need to follow RDBMS. That's the reason. If you know Oracle, okay, you can easily learn SQL Server. If you know SQL Server, you can easily understand Oracle. Understand or not? So database is nothing but storing the data. If you want to store the data in a secure manner, then we have to use database. Okay. So there are n number of databases are there, like Oracle, SQL Server. There are so many databases are there. In all the database, SQL Server is the best one. Why? Because it's a free. because whenever you buy, a organization will buy the O365 related, the package of the Microsoft, whatever the Microsoft package is there, if you take it, they are giving free version of SQL Server. For database also, they are giving free one. Okay. So that's the reason everyone. So remaining database, it is not like that. Okay. You need to spend more money onto that particular. Then only they are providing a complete database. But in SQL Server, it is not like that. Understand clearly or not? Let's see how, first of all, before connecting to the SQL Server in Power BI, first, what is SQL Server? Because everyone basic things must and should you guys need to know about SQL Server. Very important. Understand? So how to Vijay, what software we have to install it? How we can install this one? Okay, I will clearly show you how to install SQL Server. After installing that, how we can connect to that particular server and everything one by one, we can discuss it. Understand clearly or not? Let's see. Okay, so for installing this particular one, what you can do is, I have a document is there. You guys need to go through this document. See, SQL Server installation complete process is there. First, you have to, same as it is, what you have to click each and every thing, like I'm highlighting and putting the screenshots easily, you can understand it. Understand? So let's see how we can connect to that particular. So whatever SQL Server related things are there, all the things because I already installed in that one. Okay. So first, what you have to do is, what is the first step? So you have to go to this particular link. Don't worry, I will share this document in the Google Classroom whenever you added it. Okay. You have to check with Rajesh once for adding this particular Google Classroom. You must and should you need to add it in the Google Classroom. So there we can share this document there itself, and interview questions. So many things are there. Whatever documents are there, all the documents I am sharing there itself. Okay, please, you guys need to check with Rajesh and you guys need to add it in the Google Classroom. Understand? So first you have to click on this link. Whenever you click on this link, what will happen? See here. In this link, see, this is the link. Just I'm following what I'm mentioned here itself. Okay. So see here, what I'm mentioning here, scroll down, you will see developer. Understand? So scroll down. What is that? Developer is there and expression is there. Expression is nothing but a licensed one. This is a free one. Okay. Click on download. Where you want to download it, you can keep it there itself. You can save this particular one here itself. In downloads folder, I can download it. Once it is downloaded, what I need to do in the document, okay, come down and you can double click on that particular one. See here, after download, go to the downloads folder in your system, double click on that file. Below is the screenshot. Okay, just you need to follow the document, you will understand it. Understand? See here, Go to the downloads. 10 to see more than 10 classes SQL Server will be there. Okay, how you need to create a table, how you need to insert the records, how you need to update it, and everything. How you can apply the joins on that particular one. Understand? Up to that part, I will explain you. Okay, so what you need to do? Double click on this particular one. So here, what you need to select it? Basic. Okay. See in the document also the same thing it is mentioned or not? See here. When you come down, which one I need to select it? Basic. See, click on this one. It will go to this window. Here, what you need to select it? Click on accept it. Here also. Is there or not? Same. In that particular folder only it will be there. Click on install. It will take some time, like 5 minutes or 10 minutes. It will take to time install this particular one. So it will take some time to install it. Okay, so today we need to discuss up to installation part. Tomorrow, so after installing, what are the steps we have to do it in SQL Server? Okay, that we can discuss it. Yeah. SQL Server. SQL is different. That means that SQL is developed by, I think IBM, I think so. MySQL also IBM. Okay, there are so many databases are there. In SSMS, we need to write the queries and it will be stored under this particular server. Okay, there is another one. One by one, we can discuss it. Okay. So why it's free only, right? You can use this one. So maybe some restrictions it will be there. If there is no restriction to stop it, you can install that one also. See, once this window will come set, don't close anything here. Just keep it like this. This window, you need to keep it like this. Once this will comes like customize, install SSMS and close is there, right? Just keep it like this. Don't close this window. Understand? Click on install SSMS. It will go to that particular site itself. And here, come down, you will see free download for SQL Server Management Studio. The same option it is available. This one. See here. Understand clearly or not? I clearly mentioned there also, don't close this particular one. Click on This one free, because in this SSMS only you are executing or writing the queries there itself. And those related data is saved under the server. That's the reason two things is required here. Understand clearly or not? So I told you, right, it will take some time to install this one. So after installing that, one by step, you will understand. After tomorrow, we will explain you how you need to log into that particular server and what software you have to open it and how you can write the queries and everything that we can discuss it. Understand clearly or not? Next, go to this one. And here, what is that? Double click on this particular SSMS. This is the software, it is downloaded latest one. So if you refresh it, and this is the software, right? Double click on this one. So you just need to keep it like this and you have to double click on this particular one. After double clicking on that one, and again it will opens. So actually SSMS is already there. So if you want to uninstall and use it, means see like this. So better to uninstall it. Again, we need to install it. Then you will understand it. But you for your system, the SSMS is not there, right? This option won't comes. Okay. So just you need to follow from here how it will happens here. Okay. Like what option see here and click on install it. And after click on this option will comes it install. Now close all the windows. Whenever it is comes it, after installing, automatically it will process to install it. The final step is it automatically closed all the windows, whatever it is open. Understand? So it will take some time to install it. So see, it is completed. Again, you have to install this particular one. Now double click on this one. After double click on this option will come out or not? In the document also it will be there. Click on install. Once you click on install, so it will take time to load this. All the files need to be installed. Now the climate is not good. So while you are coming to the offline classes, please be careful. Understand? Manhole will be there, right? So that's the reason while bike riding or anything, please be careful. If you want, you can continue with the online also. If you who are coming to the offline, you can check with Rajesh. He will give the link. That better to connect with online for these this week. Next week, if everything is fine, you will come to the offline. Understand? Up to that, better to continue in the online itself. Understand clearly or not? Previously, if you want to install SQL Server means at least 2 hours it will take. Now it is changed to 5 minutes. Okay. See, that means this is completed. So that's the reason. Can I click on cancel? Don't click on cancel until in place of cancel, until the close option will come. Said don't close anything. Understand? See, now the installation part is completed. Click close all the windows, not only one window. You can close remaining things also. This one also you need to close it. Understand? After closing that, must and should you need to restart your system. First of all, understand, very, very important. See here, that option is also there. Now close all the windows, restart your machine. After that, so if you want to open in SQL Server, if you want to write it means you need to open SSMS. What is that? SSMS. SSMS means SQL Server Management Studio. In that particular software only, we can write the queries, we can store the data, everything we can do it there itself. Okay, restart your machine. After that, click on Windows keyboard in your Windows key is there in your keyboard, right? There itself, you have to type like SSMS. Okay, this is the software. Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio. This every time you have to use it, right? Better to put it in the taskbar itself. Okay, so in the taskbar, it will shows like this. This is the icon, it will shows it. But you have to restart your machine. Understand clearly or not? So this is how we can install this one. So I will share this document, don't worry. Okay. Tomorrow we need to explain like after opening SSMS, how you can write the queries and how you can connect it. Everything that we can discuss it. Understand or not? Okay. We can stop it here. We'll continue tomorrow. Understand clearly? Anyone having any doubts? If online team you are not added in the Google Classroom means please check with Rajesh to add it, you guys into the Google Classroom, please. Okay, whatever documents I need to share it in that particular Google Classroom only, I need to share it, all the things. That's the reason you guys need to be there in the Google Classroom. Understand clearly or not? Anyone having any doubts, online team? So we can stop it here and we'll continue tomorrow. Bye guys.